Hey, what's going on everyone? My name's Tyler Boronski. You're watching my YouTube channel, TBL's 512, home for your interviews with pro athletes and celebrities. I never thought I'd make one of these again, but today I'm doing another reading Q&As video. So right now I currently do in-person interviews on my YouTube channel, but when I can't do in-person interviews, I do web interviews with different guests when you can't meet up with them in person. However, when I couldn't do the web interviews last year, I would just message the athlete or celebrity, send them my questions, and then they would send me almost like an email response back, and I would just read them to you guys. I mean, it kind of worked last year, but the web interviews are way better, so I never thought I'd make one of these videos again. But let me explain the situation why. So my interview today is with Jo Jo Reyes. If you don't know who Jo Jo Reyes is, he is a former Major League Baseball player for the Atlanta Braves, Toronto Blue Jays, Baltimore Orioles, Los Angeles Angels, and Miami Marlins, also a team in Korea and in Mexico. He was playing as recently as 2016. So last year, like a whole year ago, I reached out to JoJo asking him if I could send him some questions for the reading Q&As. He said yes. I sent him the questions. However, I got no response back. Messaged him a couple other times, never got a response back. This year, I asked him if he would be on my web interview series. I sent that like a few weeks ago and didn't get a response back for that either. Now the other day though, I got a message from JoJo and it was all the answers to my reading Q&A questions that I asked last year. I was pretty surprised to get that back, not gonna lie, but the fact that the questions were answered already, I couldn't do like a web interview with him, so might as well do another reading Q&As, and that's what I'm doing today. Also, I really wanted to go on a bike ride today, so I'm just gonna combine the two. We're gonna see how this works out. All right, first question. How were you told you're getting called up to the major leagues, and what was the next 24 hours like for you? I was in Richmond, Virginia, and I was told I was not going to pitch the next day. They needed me to fill in for Smoltzy in San Diego, John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. I had a feeling they were going to call me up, but I couldn't sleep in until they told me the news. Once they told me the news, I slept like a baby. Most people don't say they've known they were going to get called up, but I guess he had a feeling, and filling in for John Smoltz, pretty sick. Second question, what was the most memorable Major League game you've been a part of? Alright, granted these questions were made last year, so they're not really the best questions, but here's the answer. It has to be my first one in 28 starts with the Toronto Blue Jays. The fans were rooting for me to get the win and break the streak. I did not know that, JoJo, but that's awesome. The Blue Jays fans were rooting for you. Credit to the Blue Jay fans. Third question. Many players say when you play your former team, it is just like any other game. Was that true in your case, or was it different playing your old team? It is just like any other game. However, the adrenaline is flowing a bit more, but you settle down later in the game. That's what I figured, that maybe in the beginning it might feel a little bit weird, but it's just baseball at the end of the day, so it's part of the business. Who were some of the veteran players that helped you the most throughout your career? I always had a really good relationship with Mike Gonzalez. He always gave me a little extra nudge to keep going. Yo, that's a great choice, Mike Gonzalez. When I first started watching baseball, he's one of those relievers out there that I liked a lot, Mike Gonzalez, so good choice, former Atlanta Brave. Since in the last couple seasons, and okay, remember this is from 2016 the question, so last couple seasons means 2015 and 16. You haven't stayed in the major leagues as long as your first few years in the league. Is it even more satisfying when you get that call back up to the major leagues, especially since you spent a lot of time in the minor leagues and even time in Korea and Mexico? You said absolutely. It just proves to everyone that you can still play at the highest level. I love that answer because I'm pretty sure he got back to the major leagues after playing in Korea and then again in Mexico, and that's really tough to do. Almost as tough as playing independent ball and getting back to the major league, so credit to him for doing that. Since you have played on several teams throughout your career, what do you do with all the gear and equipment you receive from all those teams? I definitely keep all the jerseys, but all the shorts and the shirts got beat up so bad. They're now used for honeydews around the house. Great wording choice, honeydews. But that's funny. He's played on a ton of teams, so I'm sure he's got a lot of gear. Finally, what advice would you give to a collegiate player trying to pursue a pro career? Enjoy every moment. Always work harder than the guy next to you because it goes by way too quick. we're here. All right, that's it for the reading Q&As. I think this is a good place to stop. Look at this view. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hit the subscribe button, it's right here, and then check out one of my former interviews right here with a member of Stranger Things. Pretty cool. Still trying to reach 1K, so hopefully we get that soon. And tweet me at Boronski10 for any pro athlete or celebrity suggestion you want me to speak with. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.